As we know, Prince Harry's gearing up to release his book next year, but as sources are telling me over at Penguin Random House, there are certain things that may have now been rejected which were once thought, well, real page turners. But what are they? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. I hope you're keeping well. Thanks as ever for joining me today. And yet another busy day in the world of royalty. It never stops, in fact. A lot of people ask me, do you get fed up reporting on the royals every day? Well, no, not really. I do politics, entertainment, and of course breaking news, amongst other things, on other channels around the world. So this is a real nice diversion, actually, simply because, you get to talk in a little bit more detail about the topic. And what's really good, as I've often said here on the show, is finding out your thoughts. You really give me the direction of the channel, because I can see certain things get you really angry. Plastic bags, Greta Thunberg. Let's not go there. Oh dear. Back to your royal story of the day. Now, as you know, Prince Harry's busy with his book, gearing up for an early spring launch, we're now told, by Penguin Random House. What I find interesting with this, though, is everybody's really speculating about what would be inside the book. What we can tell you as ever here on the show are first exclusives, simply because when Prince Harry signed the book deal, which was quite a while back, it wasn't when we all first thought he'd signed it, when it came out as, publicity. There was a lot of angling back and forth. And the way it goes with celebrity books, and it doesn't matter who you are, and I use the term celebrity, is that you have to present certain passages, possibly 1 to 4 chapters, about the direction of the book and what you plan to do. Now, Penguin Random House would really rubbish this and say, oh no, the minute that we knew he wanted to do the book, we just signed him. Well, more fool them, as we'll find out soon. But I think what's interesting is certain aspects that he wanted to talk about in length have now been politely advised to maybe either tone down or drop altogether. But what are they? One of the topics that won't be included in the book would be any criticism of our glorious Majesty, the Queen. Prince Harry doesn't certainly want to do that. And of course, it wouldn't make great marketing sense if he was to attack the 95-year-old monarch, his grandmother. Just doesn't bode well, does it? So at least he has some sense in that. But another thing's emerged since that trip now to New York. Publishers also think it might not be a very good idea to go on at length about climate change. Yippee! Now that's apparently because, as we now know, Prince Harry and Meghan like a private jet. That's, goes without saying. And I think even they know that this would just create more criticism, more anger from people who are possibly reading the book and thinking, how dare you lecture us, when of course that's what they've been doing. The other side of the coin as well is not to attack the media, because, as we already told you here on the show, Harry and Meghan have selected a certain media that they would like to deal with. Naturally, it's all highbrow, high-end. I'm not assuming I'm going to be getting a call for an interview. You never know, though. But what I think is important is this, that they can't really afford to offend any media, because they're going to need a lot of the media to sell this book. And certainly Penguin Random House need this media because they need to recoup their costs back. So it's interesting to note how the book is now shaping up. It will focus on his army life and of course have quite a lot about his late mother, the lady of course that we all know as Princess Diana, and rightly so. I'm not apparently hearing any criticism of his brother, our future king, Prince William, but there will be some topic and talk about His Royal Highness Prince Charles, and I am told there will be some talk also in the book about Camilla. So, for those two people, I think it could be a possible difficult read. For Prince Harry and Penguin Random House, do they have enough though to make sure that the likes of us want to spend all that money on a book of a story we virtually already know? Neil Sean in the heart of London.